Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. Tomorrow night is going to be June 15th edition of Monday Night Raw. Of course, WWE is going to be coming back after its big WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Fresh on everyone's mind, it's going to be Sheamus, Mr. Money in the Bank with the briefcase. How long will he keep this briefcase in order to try and sneak in to getting the best shot at becoming the next WWE World Heavyweight Champion? Sheamus really hasn't been on top of the world in a long time, so it's going to be nice to sort of see how he sort of works into this diabolical plan of getting there. He's one of those guys that I thought got knocked down a little bit when the World Heavyweight Championship went extinct, not having two on, almost level playing fields of world heavyweight champions. You had the Raw belt, you had the SmackDown belt, and you only went to one, unifying those championships when Orton and Cena had their TLC match a few years ago. I really thought it was going to hold back guys. You've really seen that Orton sort of has taken a back seat. Sheamus is another guy. Ziggler is somebody that really hasn't been able to reach the top of the mountain. I think there's a lot of things on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown that they could do to try and freshen things up. One of them would be the brand split, bringing it back. I just see a whole lot of guys not really getting the most out of their potential because there's only so many spots on the card. And it's nice that they're building up people like Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns. But there's a lot of guys that have been around for a long time that aren't really where I thought they were going to be. But tomorrow night is going to be the return of Brock Lesnar. We have not seen Brock Lesnar since the night after WrestleMania on Monday Night Raw. Brock took a long hiatus, as he does much years. Last year, I believe, was the first year that he didn't work Extreme Rules. But he'd worked Extreme Rules the last 2 years before that, sort of like building momentum off of WrestleMania. But it seems that, with the contract and how much money they're paying him with the WWE Network, they sort of save him for SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, WrestleManias, your big events. And Extreme Rules is sort of just like a blow-off where you're just sort of dying off the fumes of WrestleMania, trying to, live off of what the month's pay-per-view before was, try and get a few rematches, see if people are still excited in what they're doing. But Brock Lesnar, champion, going into WrestleMania 31, got cashed in on by Seth Rollins, lost his championship without even getting pinned. Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar were having a good little feud without even having a singles match before Seth Rollins cashed in. So you know that Brock Lesnar is going to be coming back and he's going to be looking for blood. He's going to be wanting to get his hands on Seth Rollins really bad. He's going to be wanting to get a championship shot. People are saying that this is a lead up into Brock Lesnar wrestling at the Battleground pay-per-view, seeing that this is a month that WWE wants to pump life into the WWE Network, making sure that people know that this is must-see television, this is must-see pay-per-views, and that people really need to see the show because Brock Lesnar's on it. Battleground, since in its existence, has just sort of been a show. I mean, there's been years when people thought that maybe they would bring back the War Games or something special, and it's always just been, last year was the Fatal 4-Way. I think Battleground had the Shield versus the Rhodes Brothers 2 years ago. I think that was a pay-per-view that Ravi, Assault and Battery 777, went to in Buffalo. But I think this is going to be a lead-up of something really, really big. I think that a lot of people are thinking that Rollins versus Brock might be the headlining match of SummerSlam, so maybe they just sort of start the feud here and build it to the point of getting there. I thought that Roman Reigns was going to be included in this feud, seeing how he was the guy who took the pinfall, but maybe Brock is just wanting to get his hands on Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins is the guy that is the champion now. But that's a good fresh match, one-on-one, Rollins versus Brock. That's a match that I want to see. So Brock showing up on Raw, must-see television. Dusty Rhodes has his own little sort of we remember you, we love you, Dusty special after Raw. So it's going to be a good night tomorrow. Monday Night Raw, return of Brock Lesnar.